thoughts since I put them all online. Before this bullet leaves my brain and really opens up my mind. Doesn't matter how I feel, I'll just say I'm doing fine. Spending so much fucking money like I'm running out of time. I'm the captain of the new wave. Friendships capsize, nobody's getting saved. Here's a warning, you should stay away. Too close and you watch me fade away. PayPal money coming in, bitch I'm drowning. Now tell me that you wanna come and swim, I'm busy counting. Shining so bright, then I got hit by lightning. I just feel the void, but a new one I keep finding. I got everything I need. I know you're not here, but you're a nightmare in my dreams. Really wish you disappeared, cause I can barely get to sleep. And I don't really like to talk, I just wanna wait and see. You won't see me when I'm gone. Don't see you empty. Fuck everybody else. I'm a one-man team. I just wanna disappear since I'm never really here. I'm a clown dripping tears with the ice chandelier. I guess I don't care. Young trash 20 years. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know why I'm still here. I just wanna disappear. I don't wanna be here. Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, I don't wanna lose myself again, doing things I don't wanna do with you. And I wanna be the best at loving you, but holding on this rope is a thread that's gonna break soon. I hate myself some days, I just wanna open up and pray. I just wanna tell myself one day that I'll be okay, that I'll see you there, yeah. Wish you could've done more, knowing that you're not there. Always trying to be strong, losing my purpose. Losing you hurts more, driving through nervous, feeling like a burden, yeah. Even when the days feel long, I think of you. Doesn't feel real, I needed you. With all the time I had, I could've been there. I could've talked more, I could've done more. Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, yeah. Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, yeah. I know you're always hurting, mama, you were sick. You're in a better place now, man, I wasn't ready. Pushing through problems, man, I wasn't sure. Driving you away when I needed you the most, yeah. You were always there, listen to my feelings. I couldn't be here for the ones who knew me, but it won't never be enough for the change you made, for the pain you felt. Late at night I'm hurting, but I can't be certain. Stress has a purpose, I'm not worth it. Maybe I'm learning.
Welcome back to the Tenax series. We are in week 4, day number 2, excuse me. Joined again by my co-caster Multitudes, myself Zero Fights, and produced by the wonderful Icefired and observed by Kai. And as well, shout out to all the people making this possible over at LF8, Skylar M Music, Gosu Academy, and Avid Products. Multitudes, how you doing?
Pretty good, Zero Fight. I'm so glad to be here. The sun's rising on my side of the world, and we have a fight on our hands. It's going to be an exciting day. I'm so excited to be able to cast and bring the action to the fans here on Twitch.
Yeah, we are going to be having two great matchups tonight. The first one is going to be Skyline versus Sad, and then right after that, we will be getting the back-to-back header for Skyline going up against Ritual Real. But before that, we had mentioned a little bit of a giveaway last night. If you were tuning into the stream, that will be going on tonight as well. So if you are in the Twitch chat, make sure to at some point type !Aviga for your chance to win a Avid Products headset, one of the Aviga AP1000 headsets. So if you guys want to have a chance at winning one of those, make sure to type !Aviga in chat, and we will be drawing the winners at the end of the stream. But getting into this first match, it's going to be an exciting one for sure, Multitudes. And I believe that our first match is going to be on Bind, which is definitely a Raze heavy map, which we'll be looking at the Raze players, which I think it just, as a very aggressive duelist, you have to definitely perform on this. And so we have Spooky versus Battison. What are your thoughts on this head-to-head matchup?
Well, you see Spooky having so many great first engagements, right? That first bloods, those first engagements, 14, 26 respectively. I think they're the one to beat right now. They're the one to kind of look out for, especially with such a positive KD. They're making their entrance known well and truly stunning, right? And so I think Battison obviously has, you know, a few fewer rounds that they've played in, but the stats is looking good considering it's just been a couple of matches that Battison has played. And so I think Battison needs to rise up to those engagements, get those satchel ins, create some space, create some havoc and confusion. I think we've got ourselves a banger of a series today.
Yeah, most definitely. And going into binds, or going into agent select, this is going to be our first map of binds for all of Tenax series this time around.
Forever,
so it's going to be, yeah, it'll be a pretty exciting one to get to watch. And coming straight off, I believe we are also seeing 2 subs come in currently for Skyline. So some players to watch out for. Tia coming in for Meeps, and then Banjo, I believe, coming in for Saf. So definitely going to be some players just, again, to keep your eye on. And nothing too crazy from the looks of it. We do see the Yoru, potentially a double duelist, coming out for the side of Skyline Dreamers.
Yeah, and on the side of Frost, we're looking at, double smokes. This is kind of classic play where you have the Viper playing down default smokes on A, and then Kataris looking like they'll be able to play Bind, a bit more of a flexible smoking arrangement. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, and we are going to see the chamber pick being locked in as well for Sad with Astralis. So I do like that a lot, but you are losing that second initiator that we've come to see for a lot of these matchups in 2024. A lot of teams pivoting towards that more 100 Thief style comp with the Fade Gecko, or even the Sky Gecko that G2 continued to play over in VCT. But this double duelist from Skyline definitely lets you play very aggressively, have a lot of crunch plays. The Yoru TPs can give you that quick rotate to help you fight off that plant early. And then on the other side, that chamber, with such a powerful op presence, you definitely are able to take a lot more aggressive positionings in the extremities, such as down long with the new chamber TP buff, or even down showers. So I'll be excited to see what kind of stuff that Sad looks to cook up. But to start off, it is going to be Skyline on the attack, and it's just going to be 5 grouped up going towards Hookah. A measly little chamber trip to hold it all off.
Well, the other two players, I think, from Sad Floss are kind of occupied around Octagon, hearing the barrel of movement coming down through Hookah right now. Skyline, Cloudsy knows that there's going to be someone there. The site can't be completely wide open. Banjo comes down with the plant. It's going to be a 5v5 retake, and the pincer maneuver is strong, right? Right now, Skyline know exactly that there's going to be players around here. And therefore, they actually storm backwards through Octagon, catching both players off guard. And now the 3 remaining players from Sad Frost are going to be trying to do a full-on retake as much as they can. Double smoke still here. At least the brim smokes come into play to deny vision. And some of the spam through the smoke. Spooky gets Addison, the trade-off that we talked about. And Spooky good with those nades as well. It's just left in a 1v1. Katara is hidden by the smokes and gets away with the defuse. Spooky swings out just at the last possible second. Gets his 4K. Couldn't get away with the diffuser that was Katara's. First on the board, going to Sad for us. What an exciting round that was.
Yeah, I thought that was going Skyline Dreamers' way all that rounds, but Sad able to stick out to defuse and win out that round. I mean, having to push through that smoke in Octagon was so troublesome because there was just so many angles to hold, and then the smoke in front of Tube as well to help block even more vision. Just a great play from Sad Frost, getting them up on the first. Now a quick TP from Astralis. 3 players in hookah, or in showers, excuse me, all ready to collapse on these players going site.
And there it's Execute coming out with the nade shells to deny some space here. The plant comes out with the wingman, but will be denied here. The superior firepower is winning out, and the last 2 members are kind of caught in U-Haul. Trying to figure out what else they can do with a sheriff with the ghost in hand, a barrage of utility fires down upon them, but there's not much they can really do as Sad Frost picks up their second round.
A little minus $200 there for Astralis. just throwing down.
Yeah.
Maybe they placed it earlier in the round and I didn't notice. But a flawless round coming out from Sad Frost. A great way to start off the half. 2 outlaws in hand for Baddison and Astralis. No real half armors on the side of Skyline Dreamers to take advantage of that. But going into this is going to be their first real rifle round. So I'll be interested to see what type of strategies they're pulling out. They have any aggressive set plays with this Yoru Raise. Does get a tag off onto Cloudsy, onto the Yoru, but still not a kill. That Viper's Orb also comes down long just to deny vision and threaten any push-up, any flash play out.
Spike down.
Addison,
B.
beautiful with a headshot across the site, getting the headshot on Luna 1 as the rest of Sad Frost reconvene onto and just storm. They don't let Skyline Dreamers settle at all. They want those rifle pickups. There's a lot of upgrades right now, and Australis and Baddison just sum up the rest of them. They got the bonus. Sad Frost is looking great. 3 on the board.
Yeah, they gave it a little bit of a gamble there. They had Kataris playing up in heaven with 4 players rotated over towards the B site. Kataris able just to give all that info and even got a kill down short onto Tia, I believe. So a great bonus to convert. Those outlaws, even though they didn't have half armor, doing work. Now Deagle's into this one for Skyline Dreamers.
Yeah, who needs body shots when you just kick heads, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Fighting for the extremity control right now. You see the default from Dizzy and Australia is trying to take Octagon control away, at least retain for it as much as possible, while Spooky tries to counteract that, but the double satchel and the showstopper comes out from Baddison to try and get as much of the space control back into the possession of Sad Frost. This looks like a mad dash, but alas, all of Skyline has moved on to a relatively open A site. Scratch that, a completely open A site. As Sad Frost try to make their way back onto this. Cloudsy doing what Cloudsies and Yorus do, trying to get one, couldn't get away with it, unfortunately. Things go a bit quiet. Sad Frost comes out 5v3, waiting for the executes here. As they slowly move onto the site, they're disrespecting all this. They're not even waiting for these sort of flashes or whatnot. Dizzy comes out with the first here and the tap. No, the fuse. They're just waiting for it. Now the Molly comes out to deny that, but it doesn't even matter as they clean up the rest of the shop on showers. And Kataris defusing, pulling themselves to a 4. Sad Frost are pulling away. They're showing absolute dominance on this side of Vine.
Yeah, and a bit. It wasn't eco, so I'm pretty favored in that round, but they did invest the showstopper from Battison, so that's not going to be an ult that they have to try to continue this snowball. Didn't really get value, either trying to do a pinch play into Hookah, but now Skyline Dreamers have that Gecko ult online, the Thrash to play, and it looks like they're going to be, once again, sending it quickly over into Hookah. 2 into long as well. Really trying to fight for this extremity, but it's 2 players to meet, Astralis and Dizzy.
Same couple players there trying to hold that control. They know that if they keep control of Octagon, it's going to be much harder for the pins to come around. But look how our Sad Frost have pushed out Coast catches one of the smokes out. Dizzy to try and, Thrash to try and clear out bits of B, but wow, Skyline have lost so much map control right now. Is Banjo to try and pick up the pieces. Will be pinched left and right. Kataris will get the drop on Banjo, and now it's all left on Tia. Within seconds, they lost so much map control, right? You see Skyline Dreamers pushing their way through A main, and
Yeah.
Without that map control, Sad Frost knew exactly where these players were.
And I think you're just looking to save here. If you're Tia, your team doesn't have a buy, you just want to try to save this weapon into the next, try to form a strategy around it, potentially. But they were trying to 4-1 default, and there goes that gun, so they're not going to have it into the next. And the money is out of control for the likes of Sad Frost. So many flawless rounds at this point, or near flawless at least, trying to build up that bank. And Astralis has that Tour de Force online, as well as probably going to be able to buy an operator if they desire as well for the next few rounds, which they should be able to clear out, you'd think, with this double flash comp. But they don't have something such as a Fade Eye or a Skydog to be able to hard clear out that operator. All they have really is that Dizzy or just a flash, but no info off of that. But now into long, not really able to follow up. This util from Dizzy on the side of Sad Frost is so great at denying this long control, and only showers. A little bit of a 1v1
Spooky has to fire back right there. Spooky comes up with a dude. This is looking good for Skyline, right? They've got some of these strays right now, and they're punishing the push that Sad Frost had gotten away with so much. They hurt the TP, so they're going to be swapping over, running and pacing their way all the way to B. What a great change of pace.
Yeah, I think it worked in the last round for Sad to be able to push up. We saw Koz push up that flank where there wasn't trips from Tia to properly hold market, so they were able to get around and get some value. But now they pushed up on the eco rounds, and Skyline were just holding ready for it. They won out the duels, and they were able to come out on top. And high-low there to close it out for Spooky, and there's not much to do.
Cleans up with the 4K Spooky does.
Yeah, and I'd like to see a little bit more discipline out of Sad, but it is just one round, so still have plenty of ults in this round specifically to be able to bounce back. That those Seekers to come online for Koz, Kataris as well with the Brimstone ultimate. So we'll have to see what kind of strategy they pull out with this. Astralis going to pop that Tour de Force as well. It's going to be a dangerous weapon. And they're doing a lot of these 4-1 defaults with Tia just holding down all of this space over towards the A site, holding out any aggression. And Dizzy has been so aggro.
And the aggro pays off, really. Australis and Dizzy as the dual main here on the B side. Absolutely locked down this entire B site. Meanwhile, on the other side, Tia just dropped a couple of their own. Is forced to fall back with the spike. Dropped in a precarious position. And, well, it's going to be a tall order right now for Tia to be able to push out. The extremities controlled have paid off so well for Sad Frost.
Yeah, and you see the dividends that they're reaping over and over again. But Dizzy is, I feel like, getting a lot of respect over towards that belong angle. But you also have seen Astralis play there time after time, duoed up with them. So it's just a hard piece of map control to really confidently gain. But you even saw some smokes out from Luna on top of Tube there to try to deny the op from Astralis, because they really don't have a whole lot of util to be able to properly clear this off.
10 seconds left.
Wow, and Tia wins that duel.
Dizzy,
Wow.
I think they're gonna have
Wait,
time.
6 seconds? Oh! There was a world. There was a world where Tia gets away with it. Gets away with absolute murder and plants down, but that was not the one today. It was a good call. Good attempt from Tia, GG. NT.
Yeah. But look at that. You saw Cloudsy just grabbing orb by themselves. Luna a little further back. The spacing a bit messed up there. But going into this round, Spooky with that showstopper. Cloudsy with the dimensional drift as well, so plenty of tools to be able to open up this round if they so choose. But a double fight coming out from Hookah, and Astralis wins out both of the kills.
We lost our showstopper so quickly in this fight right now. They've pushed up. The aggression from Sad Frost is paying off once again. Badison gets a couple on the side of A, and it's looking like it's really quickly over. Cloudsy left in a hard place. No Man's Land trying to swing out, gets at least Kataris and Australis. At least swings out and cleans up, stems the damage that Cloudsy could have done. Oof.
These rounds
Fast
are being
and furious,
decided
and it's all
so
over.
quick. Yeah, exactly.
They really
These
are.
rounds are being decided so quickly. It's either the round's over within the first 40 seconds, or it's been decided within the first 40 seconds, and there's just one player alive helping to save or maybe get a pick or two, but not really any chance into these rounds. And I feel like a timeout needs to be called from Skyline to be able to stabilize this half. They do have the double duelist. It is pretty powerful on that defensive side, but you're wanting to see a lot of rounds being taken up. But speaking of being taken up, Madison.
Once again, look at that. Madison's just barreling themselves down. Orbital Strike comes online to deny. Do they check behind? They don't. Luna with the Sheriff gets at least one there. Will be probably punished for this sooner or later. Oh, he gets away. He gets away with murder. They swing out to try and get a bit more, but the cage prevents any further aggression. Hypnotize, ready for the dual swing. Cleans things up. Sad Cokes. With the final drop of the body here, we get ourselves to a 7-1. The aggression from Sad Frost is unparalleled.
Yeah, that orbital strike forcing those players out into the open, not really being able to... They did get a few kills. It was a pretty close round nearing towards the end. But now, once again, I feel like the ultimate cycle from Sad Frost has been so good to always have such an important ult online. Kataris with that orbital strike, Ko's still with the Seekers in hands. But on the other hand, Skyline as well. Popping that dimensional drift, staring the operator in the face.
I love
Which
it.
could be a full deck.
Beautiful, and the showstopper does come out. We've taken full A control now, while the other two have backed off. The teleports from Sad Frost have come in, so they're trying to pincer, maneuver their way to get information here. Bastion, Badison pulls out their own showstopper, and Rose is unfortunately shot down by Cloudsy. Now, the Thrash to deny any further information. It's a trade on utilities and ultimates right now to get as much information as possible and deny as much movements. The clock is ticking away, possibly half right now. with the Yoru in the backside, trying to figure out if they can get anyone, but to no avail. Astralis is quick for it. They're just gonna stick to the fuse in the smoke. Astralis gets another. Pros don't fake it. It's all the way down. And Cokes, good for it all the way through. 9-1 to Sad Frost, and they clean up shop as well. Astralis picks up a third. It was a battle of the bigs today, and then Sad Frost come up on top.
This disgusting round by Astralis. Even got the op shot through the through the triple box, and then does the jumping 360 to get the kill with the headhunter. Just silent on him today, and a super sub. I feel like, or just a super player. But now look at this play. It's just disrespect.
Flash catching everyone caught off guard. Absolute disrespect, like you called it. TS once again. We've seen the storyline time and time and again. Australia's misses that first shot. Does not miss a second with that hit hunter. Does exactly what that hit hunter does. Holy. 10-1. Double digits.
Yeah.
Quick as it goes.
And I was talking about the 1 rounds that Skyline has gotten so far was them pushing down, or Sad pushing down on an anti-eco and getting punished for it. But now they've done it 2 or 3 more times. It's just, I think the confidence that Sad Frost have coming into this game, they just aren't giving them respect. You see the Odin coming out from Battison, the flash out onto the angle. They're just ego swinging, and they're winning these duels out. Now,
they're feeling
once again, running through the molly. Quick up into long.
Skyline trying to figure out if they can get any picks here. Dizzy holds fort, right? Trying to slow default a bit more, which is smarter. Cloudsy comes at a precarious spot. Does eventually drop Dizzy, but it's all over right now as the crunch around the teleporters happen. Spooky is all on their lumps themselves, being hard chased. At least has the spike in hand, while Sad Frost, the 3 main players, gather themselves for what looks like not just a double pincer, but a triple pincer maneuver, cutting all angles of ingress and egress from Spooky, and eventually walks straight into the sightlines of Australis. Land down under call, and they want their duelist back. Holy.
Yeah, disgusting plays by Astralis in that half. 21-3, a 7 KD to start the match off. Disgusting. But now, on to attack. It's going to be an 11-1 half for Sad Frost. Switching over to the attack side, it's going to be a lot of work if Skyline want a chance back into this, but it is going to start with this pistol rounds. A little bit of a heavier setup towards that A site, but with Cloudsy on the Yoru, you do have that quick teleport over to the B site. The quick rotates to help fight and deny that plant. But it's going to be a rush down shorts for Sad.
The flash, the satchel in, the ease that they're moving with right now, their confidence, right? Luna with the back lurk, they don't expect someone from behind, and it collapsed on Skyline's position. Sorry, Sad Frost's position. Sad Frost evens it out, making a 3v2 in terms of people on the field right now, and they retake control U-Haul's position. Things go quite a little while Tia figures out where the remaining players are. The flash is good for it, and they swing out. Tia's good for a couple! They know where the last player is. This might be what Skyline exactly need, as Dizzy slices the pie, gets the drop on Banjo. It's a 1v1. Tia, 77 HP left. Ghost in hand, both of them do. Things go quite a little bit as they peek out. They're trying to get the angle here. While they're trying to play this switch up, Tia gets the 3K, and Skyline gets their second, a much needed round in the second half of this match.
And a huge play from Tia to pick up the pistol. That's exactly what they needed to get this half on the right, or onto the right foot. And with that, even Luna getting the shorty kill through the Viper wall into the back of Astralis, I believe. But they are going to bring a few sheriffs into this round, one on Battison as well. Just trying to see if they can pick anything up. Quick into showers and that deagle is going to be made note of.
Yeah, and right now it's looking like a 3-2 stack around B. Well, the players from Skyline re-rotate onto the A side. Well, a lot of control has been given by Sad Frost. They're peeking around the edges, and Spooky trying to disrespect that smoke. Gets caught up by Bass, and Australia's good for another as well. Players from Skyline are dropping left and right, even with the superior firepower. The spike comes down, and the Banjo gets flanked from behind by Dizzy. Looks like it's going to be a tall order, even if Tia and Luna have a couple of great rifles with them. Trying to get the outlaw picks. Unfortunately, not quick with it. Dizzy had an off angle, right, with the rifle upgrade as well. Now they're going to be hunting for Luna. They're collapsing on their position. Kataris with Spectre in hand. Gets one, but could not do anything else as Sad Frost pick up their 11th plus a slew of rifle upgrades.
Yeah, and now on to match point for Sad Frost. A great eco round to turn it around instantly. Those deagles doing work as well as the headhunter from Astralis picking up that kill onto Cloudsy in heaven. It broke open that back sight for Dizzy to be able to swing through, and there was just so much pressure on that backside position that they just really couldn't do anything after some nice shots came out. And now Skyline Dreamers want to keep their dream of this match alive. It's gonna have to be right here.
Right now, indeed, Australia's the raid boss has been taken out. Luna 1 with the Bucky in hand will get a nice upgrade, at least to a Spectre. The nade's forcing it out. Does he die? Unfortunately, you lose one of your two smokes, or one of your only smoke actually, for Skyline. And B has been completely cracked wide open with the last three remaining players from Skyline having do or die mentality. They need to make this work. They swing out Cloudsy with the stinger in hand, trying to get the drops on Bastion. Bastion with the 4K response twice. The ace has been lined up, but Banjo steals it from him. And Banjo will have to do an ace on their own, unfortunately. Does not. Sad Frost steals those dreams away and wins out 13-2. Sad Frost to Skyline. NT to Skyline. GG to Sad Frost.
A great match, a great round from Battison to close it out there, putting them on to a 13th. And I mean, a great match from Sad Frost to be able to, I beat that map in a dominant fashion, I would say. And I feel like a lot of that did come down to the extremity control that we were talking about from the likes of specifically Dizzy and Astralis. That chamber was putting in work, being able to push down long, hold control with Dizzy. And then even the Headhunter coming out as being a very important round in that 14th round, helping secure that eco. So overall, just a wonderful play from the side of Sad Frost, and a little bit unfortunate for Skyline Dreamers not being able to take the win there. But they are going to have a second chance right after this match. They are going to be going up against Ritual Real, so that's going to be an exciting one to watch. But what are your thoughts on how that match concluded?
I really thought that Sad Frost played their cards so well to be able to mix up their playbook, right? They were unpredictable so many points in time. Sometimes they played super default, sometimes they re-aggressed, and sometimes they were aggro off the bat. Sometimes they waited 20 seconds before making any sort of flanks and moves to be able to clear a main or clear a hookah main. I think the IGLing there was strong, and they really played around with Skyline's mind. Hopefully Skyline's mental hasn't been broken so far, because you're absolutely right. They do have another match right after this. They have to save a little bit of that bandwidth for their next tournament as well.
Yes, but before that, we are going to be sending it to a break. But make sure to, if you are interested in a giveaway, there is, once again, an Avid Products giveaway for an Aviga AP1000 headsets. So if you're interested in that and wants to be one of the winners that are selected at the end of this stream, make sure to type Aviga, AVIGA, in Twitch chats. I said it earlier, there is no exclamation point, so apologies for that. But if you're wanting to enter that giveaway, make sure to type Aviga in chat, and we'll be drawing those winners in a bit. But for now, we'll be sending it to a break, and we'll be right back with Ritual Real versus Skyline Dreamers.
choice. Every time I had to make it different, I don't even know the truth anymore. I just wanna feel different, I don't wanna know. Oh, I just wanna know, I just wanna go. Everything's not the same, yeah. I just wanna go back home. I just wanna know you're there. I'm putting on my defense, because I'm right on the edge. And I'm not indestructible, I'm not indestructible. My heart is under repair, as if you even would care. That I'm not indestructible, I'm not indestructible. Always be my best friend. So much reminds me of you. It's hard to leave the house. You'll always be my best friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I never thought it hit this hard. I never thought I'd lose you. Without you, it's hurting a lot.
Yeah, somebody once said that your heart is the strongest muscle in your body. Well, if that's the truth, why does your heart break so easily? Yeah, always be my best friend. So much reminds me of you. It's hard to leave the house. You'll always be my best friend. Yeah, I thought our friendship was gonna last. I've always thought of you being more than my best friend. All the memories will stick with me for the rest of my life. Yeah.
I took you for granted, yeah. As if someone's been ripping me to pieces. You've always been there for me. You've always been there for me.
Always be my best friend. So much reminds me of you. It's hard to leave the house. You'll always be my best friend. Yeah, you knew everything. Now each day seems like weeks I go by. All I wanna do is text you and say I love you. Yeah, no, you no longer care, and that's fine, but I'm getting better, I'm getting help. Yeah, is that what you wanna hear? You'll always be my best friend. So much reminds me of you. It's hard to leave the house. You'll always be my best friend. about it, please, I'm feeling so lost. I can't find my way, 'cause I'm better than my mind with not enough time. Please don't cry, I didn't ever lie, just for the sake of my own needs. Can't hear anything other than the voices in my head. Lost myself, how can get you out of my mind? You are mine. How could I know how to love? How could I learn how to heal? How do I live with the things that are all in my mind? How do I put things to the side and say it's all fine? I'm lost in my mind, found where I'm at, I don't wanna think it through. Are you leaving because I care too much? Yeah. Are you falling for some other guy? No, I'm drifting away, it seems so. Can't really stand this feeling, can't really get enough of it all. My heart's beating at a quick pace, yeah. I lost myself, how can get you out of my mind? You are mine. Do you love me? Do you care? Do you hear me? I'm waiting there, feeling lost. I don't wanna hear everything that I know. I just wanna go home. I lost myself, I can't get you out of my mind. You are mine. I lost myself, how can get you out of my mind? You are mine. I lost myself, how can get you out of my mind? You are mine. No, I don't wanna wake up now, I just wanna keep on dreaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna face my demons, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, voices in my head keep screaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna keep on bleeding, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, I just wanna keep on dreaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna face my demons, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, voices in my head keep screaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna keep on bleeding, yeah. Live life, get by, feel a little down, go get high. I feel I got the force like a Jedi, I'ma show you why I'm better than the next guy. I haven't got another option but to stay strong. This music shit just helps you get away from all the overthinking from the days gone. 'Cause I ain't got too many people I can count on. Keep to myself, yeah, I stay low-key, 'cause there's times where it feels like the shit ain't me. We're perfecting every angle, man, that's OCD. I ain't never gotta worry 'cause my soul stay free. Yeah, I'ma step it up and I'ma go and do my own thing. And if we talking about my line, man, it don't ring. And yeah, I miss a couple friends and it still stings. Oh damn, how I wish I didn't feel things. No, I don't wanna wake up now, I just wanna keep on dreaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna face my demons, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, voices in my head keep screaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna keep on bleeding, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, I just wanna keep on dreaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna face my demons, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, voices in my head keep screaming, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up now, 'cause I don't wanna keep on bleeding, yeah. Can puzzle. Balancing the music, haven't slept in like a couple. Got a part-time job, but it's like I'm working double. And I gotta keep on going, but it's feeling like a struggle. It's like fuck stars, now I can't syllables. I go from a melody, then throw it back to lyrical. This is all that hard work, this is not a miracle. Now I got my hunger hitting levels that are critical. And it's in that time when the sun goes down and the darkness falls and the moon shines bright. It's when I take my leap off the edge and I close my eyes and my mind takes flight. It's when I'm deep in my thoughts and I lay there wishing I could somehow turn back time. I gotta tell myself it'll be alright now. No, I don't wanna wake up now, I just wanna keep on dreaming, on dreaming. No, I don't wanna wake up now, cause I don't wanna face my demons, No, I don't wanna wake up now, voices in my head keep screaming, screaming. No, I don't wanna wake up now, cause I don't wanna keep on bleeding, bleeding. No, I don't wanna wake up now, I just wanna keep on dreaming, on dreaming. No, I don't wanna wake up now, cause I don't wanna face my demons, No, I don't wanna wake up now, voices in my head keep screaming, screaming. No, I don't wanna wake up now, cause I don't wanna keep on bleeding, bleeding. Keep on bleeding, keep on bleeding, keep on bleeding, keep on bleeding.
Download my thoughts since I put them online. Before this bullet leaves my brain and really opens up my mind. Doesn't matter how I feel, I'll just say I'm doing fine. Spending so much fucking money like I'm running out of time. I'm the captain of the new wave. Friendships capsize, nobody's getting saved. There's a warning, you should stay away. Too close and you watch me fade away. PayPal money coming in, bitch I'm drowning. Now tell me that you wanna come and swim, I'm busy counting. Shining so bright, then I got hit by lightning. I just feel the void, but a new one I keep finding. I got everything I need, I know you're not here, but you're a nightmare in my dreams. Really wish you disappeared, cause I can barely get to sleep. And I don't really like to talk, I just wanna wait and see. You won't see me when I'm gone, don't see you empty. Fuck everybody else, I'm a one-man team. I just wanna disappear since I'm never really here. I'm a clown dripping tears with the ice chandelier. I guess I don't care, young trash 20 years. Don't know what I'm doing, don't know why I'm still here. I just wanna disappear. I don't wanna be here.
Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, yeah. this rope is a thread that's gonna break soon. I hate myself some days. I just wanna open up and pray. I just wanna tell myself one day that I'll be okay, that I'll see you there, yeah. Wish you could've done more, knowing that you're not there. Always trying to be strong, losing my purpose. Losing you hurts more, driving through nervous, feeling like a burden, yeah. Even when the days feel long, I think of you. Doesn't feel real, I needed you. With all the time I had, I could've been there. I could've talked more, I could've done more.
Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, yeah. Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, yeah.
I know you're always hurting, mama, you were sick. You're in a better place now, man, I wasn't ready. Pushing through problems, man, I wasn't sure. Driving you away when I needed you the most, yeah. You were always there, listen to my feelings. I couldn't be here for the ones who knew me, but it won't never be enough for the change you made, for the pain you felt. Late at night I'm hurting, but I can't be certain. Stress has a purpose, I'm not worth it. Maybe I'm learning for the third time. Worried that you leave now, I got a lot to say. Tell me that I'm not another burden. Tell me that I won't feel it burning. Maybe it was time to go, save a spot for you in the picture. I don't think that I'll get past this.
Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, yeah, yeah. Started on a low, I don't gotta let it show. Will I ever let it go? Let it go, yeah.
I feel it sinking through. I don't wanna let you down. All I see is darker days. I feel so much right now. I thought about it like I didn't know it would work. I wish I could have been the better one you deserved. I wish I could have left myself back in reserved. 100 times I couldn't trust, I know that it hurts. I didn't wanna face anything that I can't control. I just wanna go back home and live my old self. Should've spent more time on you. Didn't wanna lie to you. Could've stayed, all you did was drag me down. Could've be the one for you. Let my feelings go for the best, I need your touch and warmth when I feel so cold. When I need someone to comfort me in the worst time. Let it all out on the weekends, every day I lay in guilt. I trusted you with everything, I didn't wanna start. A kind that only let me fall and hide on my heart. Now let me be, I wasted all my time on your chart. I tried so hard to be the one, we're living apart. Couldn't leave all the thoughts I keep inside. Couldn't beat them, I just leave them next to you. I don't wanna think about them, so I'm sitting here laughing, smashing all these empty thoughts inside my brain. I couldn't be more better than this, I wish it didn't haunt me, man. the shadows that you keep, shallow all the broken dreams, and you keep going on how you always want more. Take a piece out of me and leave me out to bleed. I'm sorry, couldn't be the one, couldn't fill you up. I should've never left, couldn't give you what you needed. I don't wanna see right through it, I just want someone to see me, feel me in the way you do it. Please don't give up on me, man. Maybe I'm not really worth it, safely keep my distance. Hazy, feeling different with it, never keep on going distant. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna know why you feeling low. I just wanna feel different, I don't wanna know. Oh, I just wanna know, I just wanna go. Everything's not the same, yeah. I just wanna go back home, I just wanna know you're there.
I'm putting on my defense because I'm right on the edge, and I'm not indestructible. I'm not indestructible. My heart is under repair, as if you even would care that I'm not indestructible. I'm not indestructible.
Like sometimes I wonder if I could've been the one. Maybe that was just a dream, could've fixed my self-esteem. Every night I told you I could never give up. I wasted so much time overthinking what I could've done. Lately I don't know anymore, maybe I just wanna be okay. Be okay, let me be. So much I have lost in the north, I just wanna make you feel me now. 100,000 meters deep and I don't feel a thing. Maybe I should feel the pain deep inside my inner brain. Almost every time I had to make it different, I don't even know the truth anymore. I just wanna feel different, I don't wanna know. Oh, I just wanna know, I just wanna go. Everything's not the same, yeah. I just wanna go back home, I just wanna know you're there.
I'm putting on my defense because I'm right on the edge, and I'm not indestructible. I'm not indestructible. My heart is under repair, as if you even would care that I'm not indestructible. I'm not indestructible.
Always be my best friend. So much reminds me of you. It's hard to leave the house. You'll always be my best friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I never thought it hit this hard. I never thought I'd lose you. Without you, it's hurting a lot.
Yeah, somebody once said that your heart is the strongest muscle in your body. Well, if that's the truth, why does your heart break so easily? Yeah, always be my best friend. So much reminds me of you. It's hard to leave the house. You'll always be my best friend. Yeah, I thought our friendship was gonna last. I've always thought of you being more than my best friend. All the memories will stick with me.
Each day seems like weeks I go by. All I wanna do is text you and say I love you. Yeah, no, you no longer care, and that's fine, but I'm getting better. I'm getting help. Yeah, is that what you wanna hear? You'll always be my best friend. So much reminds me of you. It's hard to leave the house. You'll always be my best friend. Always be my best friend. Always be my best friend. I lost myself. How can get you out of my mind? You are mine. What do I do when you leave? What do I need to be told? All of the feelings are locked away, they're building up, forming a wall. I want them to leave me alone, leave out the door and never look back. I don't wanna feel the pain anymore, got me feeling like I don't even gotta try. Empty rooms feel just like mine, I don't wanna talk about it, please, I'm feeling so lost. I can't find my way, it's embedded in my mind with not enough time. Please don't cry, I didn't ever lie, just for the sake of my own needs. Can't hear anything other than the voices in my head. I lost myself, how can get you out of my mind? You are mine. How could I know how to love? How could I learn how to heal? How do I live with the things that are all in my mind? How do I put things to the side and say it's all fine? I'm lost in my mind, found where I'm at, I don't wanna think it through. Are you leaving because I care too much? Yeah. Are you falling for some other guy? No, I'm drifting away, it seems so. Can't really stand this feeling, can't really get enough of it all. My heart's beating at a quick pace, yeah. I lost myself, how can get you out of my mind? You are mine. Do you love me? Do you care? Do you hear me? I'm waiting there, feeling lost.
Welcome back to the Tenax series, week 4, day 2. We are joined by myself, Zero Fights, and my co-caster Multitudes once again. Multitudes, how are you doing? Ready
Pretty
to get
good,
back
pretty
into
good.
it?
I think we just saw an extremely dominating first map from Sad Frost versus Skyline. 13 2, I believe, again on the map of Bind. Unfortunately, Skyline didn't get away with a bit of a stronger win. Hopefully, they've had some time, 20-30 minutes to kind of regroup and refresh their minds for the next upcoming match. So I really hope that they're able to pull out some more interesting fights coming into the next round.
Yeah, should be a good matchup. But once again, if you guys are interested in a giveaway, we are having one that ends tonight. So if you are interested in winning an Avid product, a Viga AP1000 headset, make sure to type Aviga in the Twitch chat, AVIGA. That's Aviga in the Twitch chat, and we'll be doing the giveaway draw at the end of the stream. So make sure to stick around for that and see if you win. And then also just wanted to give a quick shout out to all that wonderful people helping produce this broadcast over at LF8, Skylar in Music, Goes to Academy, and then of course Avid Products, who are also doing the giveaway for us. But yeah, an exciting match that we just had. But going into this one, it's going to be Ritual Real going up against Skyline Dreamers once again. We've seen this matchup before on Lotus as well. We're going to be going back to that same map. It was 13-6 as the score last time, with Ritual Real taking it out in the end. But looking at these two players here, it's a bit of a difference in how they like to approach the map. We have Luna on the Neon as the duelist, and then Q Asa on the Raze. What do you think about the stylistic difference between these two agents?
Well, I think on Lotus itself, we've seen we've seen the Neon wreak havoc on Luna, on Lotus, especially around like A main control, around Rubble, maybe even around C main control. I mean, the dash in feels like it has been so much more effective in terms of distractions, in terms of getting those first bloods. And this is exactly what Luna 1 might bring to the table. Is 38 first engagements. That is ridiculous. Sure, Katie doesn't have what it doesn't quite match cute Asa. But, you know, I think that's where QSA may be able to just frag out, come in a bit stronger, and take one or two people out with them before going down themselves, right? So I think it'll be an excellent matchup. I really want to see that Raze play come in stronger on this Lotus map.
Yeah, and I think the Neon, even though Luna may not be getting all those first bloods all of the time whenever they're taking those first engagements, I do think the dive that the Neon and the pace that the Neon inserts into a match really allows your players, if you're having a lot of like good initiator players second in, to be able to come up and trade and work off of the space that you've created. So I don't think the numbers necessarily show all of it here, but it is interesting to do the quick comparison. And yeah, I do think the Neon has been seeing a lot more play as of recently, since the nerf to Raze and the change to Neon. I don't know if I personally am as a Neon main myself, I don't know if I'm personally the biggest fan of Neon on this map, but I think with the aggression and the pure mechanics that teams have brought out and that we've constantly seen week after week in the Tenax series, I think that anything can happen, and it'll be a great matchup to see if Luna can come out and take over this match, or if Asa on the other side will do it for themselves. But I also think that just in general, this should be a pretty good matchup. I think we last saw whenever we saw them play in week 1 or 2, I believe, it was a 13-6 affair with Ritual Real taking the victory. And they did have some different players. I think Kazler was in, and then instead of Asa at that point. But they do like to run this deadlock cipher comp that we've seen some teams play. I think Loud played it initially, and then Sentinels was, for better or worse, the team that really made it known on this specific map, at least. But it gives a lot of post-plant utility to be able to, on that attacking side, to be able to delay the retake. But then on the defense as well, you do have that double sentinel to be able to hold down and just really lock down a certain site. On the other map, we have the Neon coming out with the Gecko Breach. So a very different take on the map, a different comp. And just the double initiator versus the double sentinel. What do you make of that matchup?
Well, I think for such a wide site, you know, Lotus being a 3-site map, right? The double sentinel, for me, kind of makes more sense, right? You want as much information control, you want as much lockdown as possible, you want as much stall utility as you can. Throw it at the enemy's face to try and hold them back while you get your rotates in, right? It's about information garner, it's about stall utility. So I think maybe a double sentinels is my kind of gameplay, but I would love to see what Skyline and Ritual Real have in store. Maybe they want to challenge that by pulling 2 duelists out and trying to take as much aggro space as possible, and force the defenders to have to use utility for themselves. Perhaps we'll see how it plays out. Really, both ways can go.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the matchup between the aggro versus the control style that you kind of see with these two comps, it's really you're just wanting to, with the Skyline comp, with that double initiator, the Breach Gecko and the Neon, you're expending a lot of those pieces of util early on to get that A main control to hold on to that. But if you're on the side of Ritual Real, you don't have that Viper Wall necessarily that we sometimes see to help reclear I main, but you do have the Prowler, the Fade Haunt to be able to come back out and continually reclear in the mid round. So there's lots of options for both of these teams. We'll have to see how it matches up, but that's honestly what I'm going to be looking for from both teams, and mainly Ritual Real on that attack side is how are they dealing with these defaults? How are they working C into A, reclearing that space, and how much respect are they going to give Skyline? Because I think we saw last match whenever Skyline was playing against, they were playing against
Sat Frost.
Sad Frost. Yes, I'm so sorry, but when they're playing against Sad Frost, Sad honestly just went and they egoed peaked so much, and they just had so much confidence going into that match. I think if Ritual Real is able to come in with that same confidence, knowing they took the matchup last time, it should be looking good for them. But on the other side, it's anyone's game, so you never can really call it.
It's true. And interestingly enough, I've been kind of looking at a bit of the history as well. Ritual Real has had a significant amount of practice online tournament time on Lotus, right? They've beat Centric Charmers 13-8. They've beat Evictus 13-5. They've clocked in the work, and I think they really stand a good chance to be able to sweep this up as well. But to your points, I think, all of the above that you've mentioned as well needs to come to play. They need the full package, not just history on your side, but to be able to deliver an experience that can shock and awe today as well.
Most definitely. I think we'll have to see that. I do wonder if we'll see any agent comp changes. I really doubt it, but it would be interesting to see. I know, I believe Meeps is coming back in for Banjo, I think, and then Tia is coming in, or Tia is staying in for their player. But we are going to be heading into Agent Select, see if any of those agent changes are going to be coming out. We do see, once again, Luna switching over to that Neon. We saw them on the Brim on Binds, and Spooky switching over to the Clove, whereas they were playing the Raze last map. So a bit of a swap between the Duelist and the Controller players, depending on the map, which I don't hate to see. And that is QAsa hovering the ISO, but I don't think we're going to be seeing that. I think we're going to be sticking to the Raze.
Yeah, the Raze is probably the wiser choice for QAsa right now. Kim looking for that Cypher kind of staple from there. And, kind of standard comps around the board. Got a Deadlock. That's an interesting pick, actually. I don't know if I've really experienced Deadlock on Lotus.
Yeah, I think it's been something that we've been seeing a little bit more as of recent, ever since the Cypher Deadlock meta has kind of come into effect. It hasn't had as much success over here on Lotus, but Jid is a pretty much perma Deadlock player for the team of Ritual. So lots of success that we've seen in the past out of Ritual on these Deadlock Cypher comps. They love to run it. They love the control that it gives them on defense, and then in the post play on attack as well. But Ritual Real is going to be starting on that defensive side. And one thing I want to make note of is that Neon into that double controller. You don't have a Fade Prowler to break any trips. You don't have a Sova Shock Dart to break any trips. You really only have the Breach Aftershock. So it's going to be a lot of utility for Luna to be running into if they're going to want, or if they're going to end up getting the value that they desire. And it's just going to be a quick hit into A, opening door, creating a lot of pressure, and it's already pulling 2 rotates. The Fade Eye does get broken, which puts a little caution into the winds, but look at where Luna is already on this site.
Oh my
Just calling their
gosh.
teammates over.
And there's just storming in right now. Kin actually caught on the back foot. Luna does not get the drop on it. The site's wide open. And finally,
Spike
Luna gets the
planted.
drop on Kim right now. It's gonna be a 4v5. Ritual Real trying to retake this A site. It was a fake on a fake right now, and they've paid off with the spike coming down. And time's ticking away right now. While the rest of them regroup, possibly for the Paranoia execute. The rest of the team from Skyline has already been kind of cordoned off with the smoke as they try and restorm themselves. They'll have to deal with Luna first in the corner, who slides out back. And unfortunately for Ritual Real, it's looking like they're
Last
collapsed
player
on their
standing.
positions as they come up. But Jorn at least makes it worth their while and swings out to a couple of pistols facing their way. First on the board goes to Skyline Dreamers.
And a great pistol round coming out from them, coming out from Luna, creating all that pressure early on in A main, opening the door, bringing those rotates, and then breaking that eye from Tia. Brought those rotates back. They weren't too sure that of
They
what
weren't
site
too
that
sure.
it was going
a
to be
fake
on.
on a fake.
Yeah,
Right.
and then Luna was able to get inserted, and then it was just all over from that. A bit of a whiffage onto Kim in between that, but ended up getting it. And now a 3-man walk down onto B.
Ritual Real
Not able to get anything.
getting real with it. Yeah, they know they're down on numbers. They're gonna have to do some interesting plays here. While Skyline knows that because of this aggro, the site's probably cracked wide open. Luna taking a very aggressive stance. Nope, not opting for a look back because that's where most of the players are at the moment. Prala comes out to force Luna all the way back. While Spooky comes out with the Bulldog themselves, cracks one open. And it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a harder fight for Ritual. Although it's coming close to the wire, playing around with the smokes here. Spooky gets Kim, at the very least, holding this angle with the Bulldog, walking for a jumping Jid. 8 bullets left. Spooky does have to reload, but it's going to be a 1v3, all by Jorn's lonesome self. Gets the Spectre at the very least. Are we looking to die to Spike? No, we're looking to die to Spooky. Cleans up a 4K. Second on the board goes to Skyline.
Yeah, and that is going to be the ultimate up for Spooky, the not dead yet, able to be put into this 3rd round, which is going to be huge in trying to convert this into a bonus. But Tia was punished early on by that triple push, but that Spectre was not able to do much work outside of getting that, or picking up that kill onto Cloudsy in Heaven. And now it's going to be a rough buy. I am looking at Luna with that Judge, though. I've seen it do work over in APAC. Wondering if Luna can replicate the success here. But look at this setup. The trip, the cage, the one-way, the deadlock sound sensor. There's so much.
Oh, and the whiffage comes out. Luna gets away with murder with the Judge. Long distance as well. Speeds through. Passes everyone, actually, but gets caught up by Jid eventually. Almost gets away with weaving through that needle right now. Right now, it's just left to a couple of players, and Ritual is not looking good for them. While Skyline Dreamers tries to even things out. Cute Ase tries to even out the playing board, but gets shut down by Spooky. It's just left on Bjorn. Once again, blinded beyond reasonability, and they clean up their bonus. It's looking like a bit of a snowball from Skyline. Very different from what we saw in the previous matchups. Brilliant plays.
Yeah, getting those 3 rounds early on, and that Judge, like I said, being put to work. It's so powerful on this C site. There was a bit of a whiffage, but we move on from that. It was still putting in work, able to slide through, get that kill onto May as well in Waterfall. No smokes for the retake, and it's just so much to deal with, so much aggression and so much tempo with a stun, a flash, a neon sliding in your face with the Judge. It's so much to deal with. So I have to see how they continue and adapt their strategy. But once again, reminiscent of the pistol rounds, Luna up towards A by themselves, but now going all the way through B on a little adventure.
They realize it's flanked. QSI picks up the Odin after dropping Luna themselves. A has been cracked wide open though, so they know, right? And Kurasa, at the very least, makes it worth their while. The plant does come down, while the remaining players of Skyline Dreamers are actually spread all across the map. They may be cognizant of this nightfall that just come out, and now everyone has been marked and decayed. The Haunt comes out to try and get some information. Has been destroyed. Tree presence is now known and not dead yet. Has been popped by Spooky to try and get some value here, but alas, just gets shot up by Muchi. Plus, Aldi gets 4 of their own before Kurasa shuts them down. That was closer than what we expected, and Ritual Real pick up their first on the board after dropping Luna from that. Brilliant play. Thrifty round goes to them.
Yeah, and it got so close there. Cloudsy coming in with that 2K and then getting a collapse to pick 4 up, but that Odin from Kyasa doing work. A little bit of an overstep from Luna to just barrel into B, getting pinched from B main and Heaven, dropping that weapon, leading to a snowball of that round. But now into this showstopper for Kyasa. Thrash and the overdrive for Skyline Dreamers if they decide to use it. A bit of a
actually using the Odin against Luna. Does Luna pop the overdrive, gets away with that kill on Jorn, tries to crack open the rest of this A side all by their lonesome self, disrespecting the smoke, pushing through, catching Muchime off guard, and now they're actually in the back lines. Ritual will have nowhere to go. Well, they don't know where to go. They're trying to figure out. QSI does eventually stem that bleeding. Plus Kim, one of their own, but gets traded out by Tia in the midst of B. While the remaining players of Skyline Dreamers, plus the wingman comes to plant the bomb right there. Ritual Real do kind of tag team themselves back up. QSI getting Cloudsy, and there it goes. The showstopper comes out to deny some space here, push everyone back off the site. Plus the wall coming up to even deny movements on, but doesn't mean that they can't see through it. Tia is gonna be on their lonesome self, gets the drop on Jid, swings out. Can Kurasa do the same thing as they did before? 6 bullets left on the side of Tia. Has to push out, catches on the reload. That's the second 4K that QSR has. Back-to-back rounds Ritual Real has, clocking themselves a second, pulling themselves ever so closer to Skyline Dreamers. What a beautiful retake.
Yeah, and all that work that Luna put in during the early rounds, not able to capitalize off of it, and a 3v2 in that post plant. But look at how they're playing this attack side. They're sending Luna in to barrel in towards A, try to rotates, he pulled, and he to cause that confusion. But for the most part, Ritual Real don't have to really fight super heavy when they have this double signal. They can be confident in their C site, hold on, and then that B site they can quickly rotate over from A. So they're able to retake pretty effectively. And now into this, just a Bucky in hands, a little bit of a wall bang onto Bjorn, now with only 13 HP. Gonna have to back up, give a little bit of respect to these Skyline players, but just trying to break any trips onto C. Now going back into A with no one but May here, playing onto stairs. But look, these rotates coming in. Thrash as well, invested.
Leading the charge, Thrash, it does take as possible. She may hold the stairs, pushes out, spread out by Spook. Muchime kind of respecting the Spook more. Not respecting anything and push as far as possible. Do they realize it's around this corner? Annihilation is online. Spam comes through. Luna drops like a glove right there. Jit swapping out for a butt. No, that's the play here. Muchime swings out, catches Cloudy. It's Tia left on the lonesome himself. So he tried to deny this, but it's going to be an absolutely tall order, which they do not, unfortunately. Kudasai, once again, guarded in hand, clean shop, and it goes to 3v3. It's even out.
Yeah, a great recovery after a string of 3 rounds. Both able to string out 3 in a row, which Jid put in great work to that annihilation into backside, punishing Luna, playing in that aggressive post-plant position. But now back on to a rifle rounds. 1 off of the Killjoy lockdown for Tia. Not really close to much else for any of these players. Not at least that will have super large impact into these rounds. But C only has these sound sensors set up now. Finally, Kim is going back over to give a little bit more support to this. Luna breaking the sound sensors, just trying to break this utility early so that when they go onto site with this lockdown, they don't really have to deal with it. Not worried about any spam from CT. That cam pinging them out. Not really going to be able to get any value off of it.
But at the very least, they push all the players for Ritual Wheel as far as possible. The spam through Kuna. Excellent kind of, mentality that Kim have just to spam catch one. The Cypher Neuro Theft comes out. Now all players from Skyline have been identified twice. Well, the Breach does try to get some information. Rowan causes chaos in the back line and the back and forth. The kill feed lights up. It's all left on who started this candidate themselves. Unfortunately, not Spooky. Skyline breaks the record, breaks the streak from Ritual Reel, and forth.
Yeah, great use of that Killjoy lockdown. And here we see Bjorn trying to open the door, trying to put pressure on that back line, but not able to get anything out of it whenever they're just fighting by themselves. Not really any util to follow up. And Tina's just able to take that duel, win it out, and secure that round. Now, being forced back on to that low buy is Ritual Reel. And it's just going to be, once again, an aggressive push from Skyline Dreamers to take up all this A main control, grab that orb or Spooky, and it's just going to be a clean side hit. But look, there's already 4 players rotated over.
Odin. Everyone's rotated over right now. Showstopper from QSA tries to hold back the advancements, trying to satchel into tree with it. Oh, wait, catches Kim off guard. That's a mistake if I've seen it. We try to recover themselves with a couple of kills, but Meets and Spooky fire back, and it's all left right now on one more player. The Omen, Muchi, left in hand. Oh, what a painful showstopper that was, unfortunately. What you mean 33 HP, Sheriff in hand, Clouds about space, gonna be basically impossible. Oof. That kinda hurt.
Yeah, nothing to do there. A bit unfortunate with that showstopper placement. And then Luna with the movement, but taken down, but quickly able to be traded back. And now that's going to be 5 on the board. The Clove ultimate online, as well as the Thrash, 2 away from this Rolling Thunder. Going to be huge ultimates to be able to start rolling in these rounds. And if it's what I think I'm getting ready to see, a B hit, just straight off the bat, I don't love this. I don't see this working very often, but it is a pretty open site. There's not much here to stop it. Outside of that deadlock wall, Thrash is coming out. But we'll see how they deal with this post plant. And instantly, Luna's aggression is punished by Jid. And now, in the post plants, it's going to be a 4v5. Bomb not down yet. Walk into Waterfall. Cloudy with the kill, but the trade comes out from Kim. It's 2. Bobo goes down for nothing. Meeps, though, able to pick up 2 of their own. Now stabilizing into a 2v2. Rolling Thunder to try to aggress and get this spike back in the hands of Skyline Dreamers. They check the corner onto QAsa, and now it's all left to Kim. Swings through the smoke. Tia closes it out and secures the round. A very close one for Skyline Dreamers. Instantly aggressing into the B site, and Luna getting punished, but they dropped bomb, and so they weren't able to really do much outside of that. And then that Rolling Thunder Meeps coming up huge. And now that's such a hit to the Ritual Real economy. Not much going on for them outside of a few Deagles, a Spectre, and a Stinger. They're going to have to really put work into this, and work is coming over towards C. A full hit. Jid stuck in front of their wall. May spammed through the smoke, pinged out. Luna everywhere with this Odin. Nothing to do
One
for
enemy remaining.
Ritual Real except for a disgusting shot from Asa through the wall. And now a 1v4 for Kim. Deagle in
I don't
hands.
know if they can do this. Kim, Deagle in hand, like you said, it's gonna be a tall order. Couldn't do much there. The spreads, the aggro that Skyline know when they have that advantage is disgusting. I love seeing them play.
Yeah. And already a 7-3 scoreline for Skyline is the attack side where we would expect them to perform well. So we'll have to see if they can get these next few rounds. It would be huge if they could get this to an 8-4, even a 9-3 half. And now, once again, I feel like we're seeing the same play from the pistol rounds. Luna on their lonesome, just trying to eat up all this space. And Ritual Real are kind of just giving it to them. They're not really contesting this A main control. They've done it once with just a one-way and a paint shells out from Asa. But outside of that, they're just playing back onto their site, playing off their utility, but it's not really working for them. They're not able to get the value from the double sentinel that they're trying to get.
At the very least, you know, they're trying to bait out some utility, Skyline they are, from the side of Ritual Real. You know, sound sensor has been dropped. Still, there are more trips on the side of C, and that's actually kind of where they're going. Jid gets to drop on a couple there while they try to disrespect the smoke and move up into C. Nero Threat comes online. The last three main players know, and Ritual Real start collapsing on the position, trying to take every advantage they can known to them.
Yeah. And now Bjorn worked up all the way through A. This is such great information for them. But it is a 5v3 if these Skyline players decide to walk back. Which they
They'll
are
have to
doing.
run back. Time is running out.
Yeah.
Time's running
It's
out.
spooky
I think they
also.
suspect someone's here too.
They are watching for it. But don't really expect it all that
Oh,
much.
the discipline control from Bjorn was beautiful. Kicks up the last two, and it's a flawless round from Ritual Real. They knew exactly how to play this. They let the other players take kind of those space and just catch them off the smokes, catch them off the rotates. Beautiful play.
Yeah, and Skyline trying to play a bit of a default, which I do enjoy, or I do like seeing from them to try to bait out that util, bait out the barrier mesh from Jid, break these trips on the C site, and be able to have a bit more of a make Ritual play a bit more of a spread defense setup. And now the one-way finally putting some pressure onto A main from Ritual Real into this last round. Nightfall as well as the Annihilation in hands. Meanwhile, Cloudsy one away from that Thrash. If they could get it up, that would be a huge piece of utility for this round. And once again, just trying to break that util onto C to try to cause a little bit more of a rotate. So then once we go back into this, hey, Kim,
Wow.
12 HP.
Tanks it as much as they can. 12 HP. Yeah, it's a bit of a harder read right now. Skyline Dreamers trying to opt for a smaller one. Ritual Real preemptively popping that Nightfall. Catches two players on the side of A who immediately back off. You see where the spike is as well. Spike is now dropped. Kim gets a duo on the side of C. And now Overdrive must be popped to try and get some information. Unfortunately, stuns themselves with that.
30 seconds left.
Let's
One
pick
enemy
out
remaining.
Kim, just absolutely dominating this round. It's all left on Meeps, who gets a shotty to the face. And that's the first half of this round.
Switching sides.
The fall damage kill as well after doing the
love it.
showstopper. But yeah, a bit of a messy round to close out the half from Skyline Dreamers. A great nightfall from Bjorn to get that info, push back the rotates, and it kind of forced Cloudsy to feel like they needed to be pressured into pushing C quickly. But still, 7-5 on that half. A good one to start it off. If they can get this pistol as well, bring themselves up to an 8th, that would be huge to try to close this out as quickly as possible. But on the side of Virtual Real, it's going to be a heavy group up towards this A site, trying to gain this rubble control. And there's not going to be anything besides this close smoke and a stun. The Cypher Cam, it's a pseudo initiator, piece of utility.
Yeah.
Caesar wasn't really anything
Cloudy
aggressive
spots
against.
And Cloudy spots a few, does drop the haunt right there, and backs up. The smart move, considering they're the only one on site, right? Well, QSA kind of make their way all the way to slope. Gets dropped by Cloudy. That's the first kill of the second half right here. As we move into Virtual Wheel 5-7, while everyone else backs their way out. Kim and Jorn getting the drops left and right. It's all these individual picks that are beautiful, right? Tia tries to even things out, but still an advantage to Virtual Real who hold the fort. And this is what happens when you disrespect the smoke, folks. This is classic smoke play 101. You don't disrespect the smoke. First on the board goes to Virtual Real.
Yeah,
to Skyline Defenders. I apologize.
And a great play on that. In that post plant, you had the smoke to cut up the site, force Skyline Dreamers to push up, because you had Jid pushing that back site to pinch those players. So a great play, and not much of that early aggression coming out from Skyline that we would normally expect. But once again, the same Cypher Cam giving Kim such great information on this control. A stun and a slide to try to get anything, just trying to break that trip, gain this orb, farm up that flash early. But meanwhile, Virtual Real is taking the B site.
It's fully under the control, basically, right? While Claudius tries to get some information, tries to hold back the heaven advancement from Luna, who's been an absolute menace this entire time. Doesn't even matter. Virtual Real have swung themselves all the way over to the side of C. Spike does come down. 3v2 advantage to Virtual Real.
Some weapons that can be picked up for
try and
Skyline.
maybe get some information. Exactly. Yeah, some weapons can be picked up as well. They swap out, maybe get themselves a stinger. I'm not sure what the Gecko has as well. They're looking like they're gonna be moving straight into the crosshairs of Kim, and the cleanup from Muchime gives this a 7-7. That tie-up is real. Is the comeback even better?
Yeah, a great Omen Blinds, Paranoia to help close out those last 2 kills. And you'd almost think there wasn't that heavy of an investment overall. You're going to see Kudasa be able to buy a rifle into this. Is going to be on 100 credits, so forcing pretty heavy. But Jid as well with that Phantom coming into this round. Luna as well with their signature Odin that we've seen so much on that attack side. And this is the A main aggression. No utility coming out though, just a raw run up. There's no one there to receive it. It's just going to be a quick sight onto B, but Kim, look. Turned around and got the kill
drop
with
on
Ares.
that flank. Yeah, well, the rest of this site here, Ritual Real storm the site like the shores of Normandy. Tia trying to hold back on these advancements. Spooky being the other one, trying to hold things back. Drops the Prowler. Well, the last two remaining players on C side swing out, trying to get some picks here, left and right. Jid drops Tia. Spooky left on their lonesome self on the site, coupled with a Breach who's just behind them. 6 bullets in the tank. We'll have to reload at some point in time to spam through. They're unsure where the last 3 players are, so they're cautious to look behind their back.
Yeah, and a tricky situation for these players. Kim takes out Spooky. All left to meet. Gets the first with a nice shot, but still, yeah. That dart from the Cypher Cam giving out so much info for Ritual Real. And that's the bonus for both of these teams being converted on the attack side. And I think Multitudes, we saw the aggression that I feel like we kind of want to see from the Neon come out onto A main. But Luna, it was so early on the round when they decided to push past that A main control that they initially got into the flank. Kim, was there to receive it early on, and the spacing wasn't there to be able to quickly trade out. And so a bit of an overextension, a bit of a misplay, I would think. And we'll have to see if they continue to push. We are going to see that aggression once again, just controlling this space. It is going to be difficult for Ritual Real to really fight over this early on. But if they're just going to go back into hitting C, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, I think Ritual Real at least tried to regain themselves a little bit. They had 2 players posted outside A in hopes that they could catch 1 or 2 players on the aggressive push once again. But you're right, Luna has learned their lesson, and so no bodies dropped just yet for this 16th round. Things go quite a little bit. 5v5 still on the board here as Ritual Real maybe look to try to re-explore some of the other areas of this map.
Yeah, and I think you're kind of seeing the trade-off that you get from playing the Clove, or some of the negative trade-offs that you get from playing the Clove over the Omen on this map with the Neon comp. Typically, you're wanting to leave your Omen posted up deep into Rubble so that they can hold that control, TP out if need be, and send your Neon as a fast rotator. Because you saw, you don't really want your Gecko playing back. You don't really want your Neon playing up either. So they just had to take that space initially, and now it's a free site. But Cute Asa, as we're saying this, is pushing through, not clearing Cloudsy.
Cloudsy gets the drop on that. Exactly. And while all the confusion has been sowed around A and B site, the plant eventually comes down on C just in the nick of time. What can Skyline do? They know that they're kind of surrounded. Meeps doesn't really care. Drops Muchi Mei, the smoker here, and picks up a Vandal in hand while they regroup onto the side. The timing is not great on Ritual Real. The Lurk is slowly making their way. Jid tries to even things out at the very least to make themselves make it worth its while on the C side, and Kim just sweeps things up. The Lurk's not even needed. They bring themselves up to a 9-7, trying to pull away from Skyline Dreamers.
Yeah, and I think that was a great example from Ritual Real on how to play against these Neon comps, especially with the Clove. You don't have that long range of smokes. You don't have a lot of that sustaining util to continue to hold that A main control once you initially get it. So they're able to clear that, or re-clear that space in the mid rounds, and then Skyline have to rotate back. They have to send that rotator quick, but into this round, it's going to be an all-out brawl into A main.
See a lot of hard-hitting utility as well. There, the showstopper comes out to try and get some value out of this. Luna getting away with their lives in the brink of an eye when Cloudsy gets a trade on Jordan. There, it's all over the place. Annihilation comes out as well. Is anyone caught? I believe one player. They're spamming through the smokes right now to try and get any sort of value, but Curasa at least drops Spooky in the meantime. Repositioning themselves. Luna, ooh, deadly with the Odin, knows all the bullet lineups as well. It's all left on Kim. 2 HP and a Dream Vandal in hand, 9 bullets left. Spike disregarded. I think Kim's really looking for some exit kills here.
Yeah, 2 HP, so much to do, such little possibility of actually doing it. I think a slight breeze would knock them over, but Cloudsy, able to get 2. Okay.
Okay. That was the world. That was the world. That was the World Zero fight.
I saw it. But I think that kind of once again shows how you can compare literally the 2 rounds we just saw back to back on how to play against these Neon comps versus how not to play against them. The not fighting A main into the re-clear during the mid round versus the effects of fighting early on against all of that breach util, the Gecko flash, the Neon stuns. There's so much to deal with early on that with just a fade and a raise, you don't really have a lot. But look at this combo coming out from the grab net and the raise nade.
Oh, the aggression comes
Beautiful
out.
utility
Kurasa at least gets a couple here. Beautiful work. Shuts down the aggression from the side of Skyline Dreamers. And now the map advantage is on the side of Ritual Reels. Skyline Dreamers only has 3 folks left. I believe the breach is on a sliver of a HP as well. Cloudsy tries to repeat that, but that's not too good. And now the Neuro Theft comes out. They know exactly where it is. They walk on freely into an open site like it's their own condominium. And the last 2 players of Skyline try to figure out what to do. Rolling Thunder is online. Meeps could do it, but do you want to do that with your HP so low and with only one other team member against 4 of themselves? Kurasa tries to reaggress. Meeps is gonna be caught out with utility in hand. Oh, that's timing. It's just left on Tia now. We'll have to go through a barrage of utility. The spams to try and get Tia, but I'm not sure if they expect Kurasa to be here. I think they absolutely do. The pre-fire, but Kurasa wins out that duel clean and easy. Ritual Reel bring themselves up to double digits.
How many 4Ks has Kurasa had? Like, it's at least 3, I know.
We've lost
if not
count.
more.
We've lost count.
I feel like every map I watch in
Unstoppable.
the Tenax series, it's just someone dropping a nuke. Like, all these players are so insane. 21 and 13 currently, topping the scoreboard. And a great round from Ritual Reel, putting them up to a 10th in touching range of the finish line. It's going to be a breach fault line with a slide out onto main early. A chunk of damage done from that Boombot. And I don't know how much I love I enjoy the Odin coming out occasionally, especially for holding down the A rubble control with the spamming through tree. You have the spam through the door. But running out and sliding with the Neon, you just don't have the same. It still is good, but you don't have the one tap capability that you do with something like a Mandel to continue running afterwards. So you just don't have as much flexibility with it. But it's going to be a free A site for Ritual Reel. A 5-man flank coming out from Skyline Dream is flipping the map.
Oh my gosh, yeah, who's on offense? Who's on defense? This is intense. Spooky does come out to try and get some information. Luna with the Odin, Deadly with it. The Nightfall to deafen, decay, and mark everyone. At least 2 players here on the side of Ritual Reel. It's a fight backwards as they drop left, right, center. Showstopper comes out. They're urgent for it as well. Ritual Reel do want to hold on to this. And quick on the draw as well. Kurasa getting Cloudsy and Kim getting Luna as well. It's all left on Tia by the Loams himself. This is tighter than it should be. And Kim clean up with a couple of rifles to move on to the next round. 11-8. The scoreline starts to spread apart.
3 to lead for Ritual Reel. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea that wall was wallbangable with the Odin. I had no idea. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm taking that
First
and
time
using
I've
that
seen
in my
that,
range
really.
games now. Some insane tech for some early A main control, but I think that was a pretty good. I don't know about the 5-man flank, but the pushing and pressuring that back line to try to pinch on these retakes, I think that could be the key to Skyline trying to get some of these rounds. Another key could be these 5 ultimates that they have. Cloudsy trying to make it back alive. This Thrash is going to be huge if they want to secure some of these rounds and start a string of rounds of their own.
Yeah,
it just looks like
Cloudsy's
it's going to be
sitting
another
on it. I
5
think it's not using. See, that's exactly. This is why you use your ultimates early on. Cloudsy goes down with no hopes of getting that Thrash back online. The wall is broken with the spike coming down. Jordan quick on the headshot. Meeps with the reply. Evening things out. Ritual Reel still advantages with a 4v3. And now the defensive kind of Rolling Thunder comes out. They know where Jid is. Will be forced out of position as well. Caught a little bit by the blast there. But the last 3 main players are grouped up in trios. Cute Asa gets a drop on a couple of folks here and just left with the last remaining player, Spooky, who popped their ultimate, but to no avail. Ritual Reel starting to dominate the scene, and we are officially at map point.
Kurasa robbed of just another 4K, but I think they'll be happy with getting the round and getting the 3K on this one. But yeah, now match point, only one round. Skyline Dreamers have gotten on this defense. It is so hard to string together some of these rounds, and now once again, I feel like Ritual Real have just gotten in a flow. They're just able to 5% hit these sites, especially onto A. 3 rounds in a row now. Luna tagged out by that Haunt. All alone with the judge in this position. Does have the overdrive though.
We'll have to figure out what they want to do. Again, look at what Cloudsy is doing. You're walking out, trying to get these drive peaks. Luna does get dropped immediately. Cloudsy with the response. Just have Thrash. Save your Thrash. Move back. Try and get some space here. Maybe they've heard me through the comms. They've decided to quieten down a little bit. Ritual Real finds a lot of resistance on the side of A. Maybe opting to rotate a little bit to C.
Cover going
Yeah.
out.
Slowing down the rounds, not wanting to aggress any more than they have to.
Bomb grenade out.
Now Tia, with the Killjoy Molesta delay, able to pull these rotates over. There's going to be 4 players here.
And doesn't watch out for Muchi Mei's teleport. Beautiful repositioning to catch the Killjoy off guard. And the Thrash finally invested on the side of Skyline to re-clear some of this. 30 seconds left. Not much space that Skyline Dreamers, that Ritual Real have made so far. The door is tapped and they've gotten B space completely. The spike is now dropped. Jordan positioned in a very off angle space, but Cloudsy does eventually drops that. The Thrash utilize a second time to get as much information as possible. Catches one, but do they catch Mushime on the flank here? On the backstab? No, the answer is not. It's just left the one player, the last Gecko player. Wingman dropped 5 HP in a dream. This is for it. This is for the survivability of Skyline Dreams here. Muchime hiding themselves in that corner. Beautifully played by Ritual Real as they clean up 13-8. Dominating the scene for the second half of Lotus. Congratulations to Ritual Real.
A great closeout round as well from the side of Ritual Real. Able to quickly stabilize. And I think that lurk from Bjorn as all that commotion was going on towards the C site, pulling those rotates over. Bjorn able to work up into Waterfall and able to secure that round because they could pull that rotate over. They could call their team back from that C site that already had the thrash going on. But once again, some great attacking sides from both teams. But once it swapped over to the defense for Skyline, not able to convert many of those rounds. And it once again led to the downfall of them in this matchup on Lotus.
Yeah, I'm just a bit sad that, I felt that there was actually a lot of potential that Skyline could have had, at least on the second half when they were defending. There were ultimates just sitting in their armory for round after round, and maybe if they had pulled out their Rolling Thunder a bit earlier, or possibly their Thrash a little earlier, they could have maybe converted those rounds a bit more, because some of these rounds were super tight. It came down to 1 or 2 players left in the field, and it could have honestly gone either way.
Yeah, it definitely could have. Once again, I just wanted to thank everyone who supports this broadcast, all of our sponsors. Shout outs to LF8 over at Skylar in Music, Goes to Academy, and as well Avid Products, which we are about to draw the giveaway for the Aviga AP1000 headsets. Make sure, if you haven't, go in Twitch chat, type in AVIGA, get in your last submissions while you can. We will be drawing in just a minute. But yeah, a great matchup to close out tonight for the Tenax series. And I think going into these next few weeks, we're going to see Ritual Real continue to dominate. I expect them to continue to do well, to continue to perform. And on the side of Skyline, with the remaining week left and with playoffs, I think there's a lot to take away, a lot to work on, but I think they can come back and be a dangerous team if they fix tweak just a few things. And I can't wait to see how they turn out.
I completely agree. I think that they have so much potential to be able to just adjust their playbooks just a little bit here and there. maybe do some map analysis on certain on certain opponents that they're up against and try and adjust on the fly. They have so much potential, and I cannot wait for Skyline. Keep your heads up. You know, y'all did an excellent job today, doing back-to-back rounds, no less. That's an energy drain. I can barely do 2 to 3 like ranked games a night, and these folks are fighting for their lives. So kudos to them, really. And I think we'll
Yeah.
be announcing the winners of the Avid Products Aviga headphones very soon.
Yes, we are.
And I think
The winner is Fruit Cup. So, Fruit Cup, if you are still in Twitch chat, make sure to reach out. We will be getting in contact with you for your Aviga AP1000 headsets. Congratulations on winning. And
congrats,
if you
mate.
didn't win, make sure to stick around next week, and then as well in the grand finals of playoffs, as we will have another 2 giveaways for each of those events. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. It will be same type of thing, or we'll be announcing it and doing the draw through Twitch, I believe. So yeah, but everyone, thank you for joining us today for the Tenax series. Multitudes, thank you for joining the cast. I appreciate it. Shout outs to Kai as
always.
well for doing observing, and Icefire for the production. And once again, thank you guys for joining us. That is Zero Fight and Multitudes. We will catch you guys later.
Cheers.
Like I'm running out of time. I'm the captain of the new wave. Friendships capsize, nobody's getting saved. There's a warning, you should stay away. Too close and you watch me fade away. PayPal money coming in, bitch, I'm drowning. Now tell me that you wanna come and swim, I'm busy counting. Shining so bright, then I got hit by lightning. I just feel the void, but a new one I keep finding. I got everything I need. I know you're not here, but you're a nightmare in my dreams. Really wish you disappeared, cause I can barely get to sleep. And I don't really like to talk, I just wanna wait and see. You won't see me when I'm gone. Don't see you empty. Fuck everybody else. I'm a one-man team, I just wanna disappear since I'm never really here. I'm a clown dripping tears with the ice chandelier. I guess I don't care, young trash 20 years. Don't know what I'm doing, don't know why I'm still here. I just wanna disappear.